From east to west, he's got the smarts. When things are jokes and lots of farts. He's got no talent and his heart is lame. Everybody knows it's Hanksy.
That's me! Presented by Squarespace.
Chi-Town, the lovely city of my mother clucking birth, yo. Born and raised in the windy, concrete suburban oceans, I learned to walk and crawl in the shadow of the mighty Sears Tower. It's home to both Oprah and America's most insufferable baseball team, the Chicago Cubs. And growing up, when my tongue wasn't sticking out trying to be like Mike, it was busy dodging no-ketchup hot dogs that were dragged through the garden. It's also where, years later, after folding overpriced Obey shirts at the Urban Outfitters around the corner, I used to sticker and tag the walls of pseudo-edgy Wicker Park. So I guess you could say my weird street art career began back then, getting drunk at the bars around Six Corners, then stumbling home, marking up all them dirty walls along North Avenue. But boy, times have changed and I haven't lived in Chi-City for a minute, and since my departure there's been a steady rise in street artists calling the second city home. And similar to the city they call home, they are hardworking and constant and have been shaped by their environment, both on the internet and IRL. Meet my pal Don't Fret. Born and raised in what is now one of Chicago's trendiest neighborhoods, for better or worse, he bleeds the Windy City.
My favorite three things about Chicago are, in no particular order, bureaucracy, the Bears, and Malort.
If street art had genres similar to the film industry, Don't Fret would be shelved somewhere between comedy and drama. While his work leans on Chicago's blue-collar roots, it also points heavily to the absurdity of modern life.
There's a saying that's New York is all talk, LA is all hype, Chicago is hard work. And I kind of, I think I've started to become interested in like the people that make Chicago what it looks like. Just normal people kind of engrossed in their own neuroses and thoughts and dreams and just all the madness that comes with living in a big city.
Since he's one of the few comical artists working today, I've been trying to get this dude to relocate to NYC for a few years now, but the stubborn bastard just won't budge.
People always want to compare Chicago to New York or LA, and I don't think we have any interest in being compared. For me, it's Chicago's the place that I want to build this, and I love this fucking city.
Popping up around the same time as Don't Fret is Left-Handed Wave. Both seemingly emerged with the initial wave of street art a few years back. Now, if you were to ask me, Hanksy, like, oh my god, who are the two quintessential Chicago street artists? One would be Don't Fret, and the other would be that goddamn costume mofo waving hello with that shit-eating grin, Left-Handed Wave. Of course I'm biased though, as they're my good friends and all, but whatever.
Well, everything that I do on the street is all posters and stickers, but the posters, some of them are printed out, some of them are done by hand, some of them are done by stencil.
Left-Handed Wave has taken a page out of the playbook from Shepard Fairey's early days. That is, replicate the same basic imagery again and again. In his case, it's a smiling dude waving hello, then paste and plaster that shit as much as you can, everywhere you can. It's paid off too. Dude is pretty prolific, and as far as opinions go, he's pretty outspoken.
I don't know, I like being bold, man, and I want to go and like hit spots that people don't hit, you know? It's like you gotta do, you know, you gotta work hard for that shit. Anybody can put anything up and you get kind of a buzz right away. You put something up and then there's so many people that are out there hunting, looking for street art, looking to build their own fucking pages and content and shit. It's just like, you see yourself right away on the internet and you're just like, oh, okay, cool, street artist now, you know?
Left-Handed Wave also likes to climb things. The boy is hella tall and ain't afraid of heights.
I wish that people doing street art, as far as, you know, posters go, would strive a little bit harder to hit spots and, you know, be a little bit more unique about it. Go that extra mile, man. Like, go that extra block. Like, climb that extra stair. You know, just be bold, man. Like, rep your city. Just be like, yo, like, I'm from Chicago. Like, I'm up there. Like, this is my shit. And, you know, you'll be respected for it.
Left-Handed Wave and Don't Fret both mainly work in the sticky arts, meaning when they're not doing legal walls for the city or public, the majority of their work tends to deal with posters and wheat-paste. They love the sticky shit. In large part, this is due to Chicago's citywide ban on spray paint. It's illegal to purchase or sell a can within city limits. It's been that way since 1995.
Because of the spray paint ban, I wasn't really able to get spray paint, and I didn't have a car and didn't really have the money to drive to the suburbs, so I was just doing markers stuff, marker tags, and then started doing wheat paste in Brazil, and then came back and started doing wheat paste here, and then that just kept growing.
He sure did too. Don't Fret, along with Left-Handed Wave, helped usher in a new wave of Chicago street art, one that is Instagram heavy, relying mostly on glue and paper rather than spray paint and aerosol. And with the hipster blood came the so-called sharks, because in recent years, street art galleries have started popping up throughout the city, and it isn't necessarily a bad thing.
We all gotta eat. I'd much rather like sell a painting than like have to hustle at Burger King.
Rounding out our trio of Chi-Town veterans is Nice One. An artist and DIY gallerist, Nice One works in all mediums, from spray paint to airbrush to wheat paste. He's been around for years.
I think now it's like a lot easier to be an established artist, like live and support yourself here than it was 5 years ago. Just like before some of these newer galleries came out, it was like there wasn't as much hype. There wasn't the connection to the wider audience. Like, it was still very local. There's like good things and bad things to the whole situation of it. Like, I think it's been great to like see some really talented people come out of it. Just like it expands the audience, you know? Like more people were coming here, more people were thinking of it as like a destination to paint murals, and then a lot of good things happened out of that.
Oh yeah, murals, right. Okay, so besides Chicago's newfound love for the wheat-pasted poster, the city's also been experiencing an influx of legally painted walls. Some are massive, others are not, but mostly all are legal. Of course, the numbers dwarf in relation to Philadelphia, but Chicago is getting there. Helping them along the way are the kids from Pawnworks. Before it was lucrative, Pawnworks started out as a gallery some years back, but has since moved strictly outdoors. Working with local authorities and neighborhood officials, they've played a huge part in bringing public art to the masses.
And I feel like sometimes out-of-town artists come, they put up work, it lights a fire under locals, and then within the last 4 years, you know, we've seen just a constant boom.
Their main jewel is located in Chicago's Pilsen neighborhood, taking over a naked and gray train wall that runs throughout the largely Hispanic American community. Pawnworks has brought in both international and national names to decorate an otherwise urban eyesore.
You know, people want to say beautification project, you know, talking about artists who use their work as a form of social practice to directly interact with the public. You know, but as far as what our idea was initially was to take this concept of creative placemaking and attempt to foster connections with as many different people within the community as we could across as many different cultures as possible. Just a few years ago, the largest part of the community of street art were the active participants. Now it's officially gotten to where the largest, you know, the majority of the people are that like very casual followers.
See, the scene has ballooned in Chicago. From galleries to murals, it's not just a select few operating in the shadows anymore. It's got the so-called veterans, but it's also rolled out a welcome mat, saying hello to a new wave of street art upstarts. It's a different breed too. Artists like Mosher. His work is clean, cartoony, and super playful. Mosher and a handful of other artists really started popping up alongside the quickly blossoming gallery scene. These artists, they go out pasting together, they drink together, they have shows together. Good or bad, according to some, it's just a bit different now.
For me, like the way I see it now is like if I was 15, I would go to such and such neighborhood where such and such gallery is, I'd put up 6 to 10 posters, I'd wait for such and such to Instagram it, then I'd walk into such and such and be like, hey, I'm this guy. Oh, cool, you should show with us. And like, that's how the ball rolls these days, and it's crazy. It's so the complete opposite of how it was now, or when I was starting.
Don't put shit on the street because you want someone to put it on their Instagram, you know? Put something on the street because you see a shitty space and you have an idea and you want to make something with this space, or you want to climb this building and you want to be like, this is my shit, it's better than everyone else. It's like, I'm up here, you're down there, you know.
I say the more the merrier, yo. And between the old and new, that's the general consensus in Chi-Town. It's America's second city that's experiencing a big push. It's got real potential to become a dope destination for public art, street art, or otherwise. But like that weird lanky kid in middle school, you know, the tall one who had a super quick growth spurt, Chicago's still figuring out what to do with all its newfound street art reach. It's got the size, it's got the potential, but it's still figuring out its footing. But damn it all, I love this city. Sure, it's got blemishes like Kanye West, a giant metal bean, and the fact that you can't buy spray paint within city limits, but it's also got a butt ton of great things too, like deep dish pizza, and hardworking artists with blue collars covering up a thick skin. It's got a great support system of bearded guys and cute hipster girls ready to applaud their city's artistic triumphs, all the while prepared to forget their failures. So, that's all, folks. I drank too much Blort, didn't get shot, painted some vans, and had a hell of a time. I love me some Chicago and can't wait to see where their street art game goes to next. Much love to the city of broad shoulders. Hanksy'S out like a boner in a pair of blue and orange Zubaz. Peace.